If your money can be turned off, you are not a free man. If you want to build a system that allows for freedom, the most important element you can have besides freedom of speech is freedom of transaction.
Not only that, but if they don't like what you're spending your money on, or if they don't like the things that you're saying politically, they can prevent you from spending your money. That's a scary, scary world to live in.
For many people, the first time they ever heard of debanking, of freezing of assets for politically wrong speech, was the Canadian trucker protests.
As of today, a bank or other financial service provider will be able to immediately freeze an account without a court order.
Banks have already started to freeze the accounts of people involved in the protests.
If your money can be turned off, you are not a free man.
So as we're recording this, we are in a little island off the coast of mainland Spain called Majorca. And I'm here because the United States government had me arrested earlier this year while I was visiting Spain for what I thought was going to be a 4-day business trip.
He is not permitted to leave the island. He cannot get on a boat. He cannot get on a plane. He cannot do anything other than sit here on this island waiting for the Spanish government to send him to U.S. custody.
They're charging me with tax evasion and mail fraud. But the mail fraud is simply that the tax returns were sent in the mail. There's actually 3 charges of mail fraud because we sent the first tax return, the IRS claimed they didn't get it, so we sent it again. So they're charging 2 separate counts of mail fraud for sending the same tax return 2 times in the mail because they claimed they didn't get it the first time. And then they're charging me with a 3rd count of mail fraud for sending another year's tax return a couple of years later. 90 of those 109 years are for simply putting the tax returns in the mail and sending them to them. So there's no fraud about that at all. So as I was pulling up to my house this morning after running some errands, the Spanish SWAT team had the street basically blocked off, and it really spooked me. But either they weren't looking for me or somehow I got away. But we're gonna drive by again and see if they're still there. Well, they're gone now. They were all right here.